Hi YouTube. I just wanted to make a video about two of the orchids that I have with broken flower spikes. This guy over here I got at the orchid show, and it already, I don't know, it had the flower spike was broken already, and I purchased it this way. The vendor said that it will likely branch out, so I'm waiting for that. I repotted this guy, and I guess the pseudobulbs aren't faring too well with that. Hopefully it'll plump back up. But this is Psychopsis Mendenhall Hildos, and it has won several awards. I think, let's see which ones, but it is a pretty famous variety of the Psychopsis species, and it has these beautiful mottled leaves, as you can see. Let's see there. The leaves are really unique and beautiful, and this is the one I saw blooming in an orchid show, I think the one last month, and it impressed me so much that I just had to have this guy. So hopefully the spike will branch and bloom sometime soon. And this guy over here, it's a Neostylus. It's a cross between Rhynchostylus Celestis and Neofinetia fulcata. This is the mature size, and it had a spike on it that actually broke in my care. Actually, when I was trying to get it home from the orchid show I purchased it from, it was in a bag and it snapped in there. So, word to the wise: don't go running around town with the car when you have orchids and spike in it. So that's something I have to remember for the future. But luckily, this guy has a second growth that has a spike coming out, and I think I noticed it when I picked out this particular plant, which is that's why I purchased this one, because it had two spikes. So I'm happy that it will at least flower. This guy smells amazing. I just love how it smells, and I don't know if that's how Neofinetia smells, but this guy does smell wonderful, and it should bloom about twice a year, they say. And my particular plant has another tiny growth. It has 3 small growths, basically. I can't see it right now. I'm watering it, so I'm not gonna bother pulling it out of the water right now. So it has blue tinged the flower, and it blooms more than once. So I look at those as an improvement over Neofinetia fulcata, which is why I really don't want to get the Neofinetia, because they're such small plants and they only bloom once. And to get a specimen size, they're unbelievably expensive usually. So maybe I'll get one someday, I'm not sure. But right now I'm really happy with the Neostylus. So I can't wait for this guy to bloom. Like I said, it smells really nice. And there's the Saderia again. You can see the barring through the buds now. So really close to blooming at this point. And I have another orchid that I had gotten in Hawaii. This guy. It is, let's see, this guy here. It's a Phalaenopsis. It is Brother Lawrence Yellow Bright Lights. I've seen this for sale in a lot of places, but the flowers are never this color. So it's even at the nursery I got it from, Carmela's in Hawaii. They had other plants with this name, and the flowers were much more yellow, much fewer barrings. But this guy has brown bars on this yellow flower, and if you can see the bottom two petals, it sort of looks like I think Orchid World, Phalaenopsis Orchid World. But anyways, there's a very defined difference between the two halves of this, the two lower petals. So I thought it looked really unique. This guy was actually being grown without any media, and I put it in this very perforated, I know you shouldn't put aerial roots inside media, but I know that this guy would have died if I had left it out in my house, because it was used to the humidity in Hilo, and it would not do well here. But I put it in this very well perforated container, and it didn't, the aerial roots did not die, and it is growing many new roots. That guy is new, and you can see a few more growing tips there, and right there it's another new root that's coming down. So it's doing well, and it was already blooming when I got it. It only had, I think, one flower, but this new bloom just came up. So I guess it's a sequential bloomer. I would cut the spike off, but I just really wanted to see the flower, because when I got it, the only flower it had, it was damaged, and I wasn't sure if it was as unique as I thought. But it is so unique because of this particular named fowl doesn't usually look like this. And I thought it had a fragrance in Hawaii, but I don't see the fragrance right now. Maybe once I get it in sun, it will have some. Here's this guy again. It's so pretty. It has a weird fragrance. I'm not really fond of it, but the flowers are pretty. So there they are, the orchids I wanted to talk about, the two unfortunate accidents that broke their spikes off. Thanks for watching. Bye.